This Top 5 Wednesday video was sponsored by water because it's hot as Hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for another Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was, of course, created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I'll leave the link to her channel as well as the link to the Goodreads group down below in the description. This week's topic is Top 5 Favorite Maps. And I'm just starting to get into fantasy, so I don't have a lot of books with maps in them. So I literally just pulled any book from my shelf that has a map in it, except for my number one. I don't own a physical copy of it, but we'll get to that. There's one book that I wanted to have for an honorable mention because it doesn't actually have a map in it, but that book is Divergent and the Divergent series. If you don't know, the Divergent series is a dystopian series, and it actually takes place in the United States in Chicago years and years and years from now. So I just really found that aspect cool because I've been to Chicago multiple times, many times, and anytime they were describing like a certain part, I was like, oh, I definitely know where that is. So it's not a map, but I was able to mentally keep up with what was happening in the story because I had that frame of reference. Now on to the actual maps. Number 5 on my list is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This map in here is really pretty, actually, and I knew that this book would have a map in it because it is fantasy, and most of the books that have maps in it are fantasy. So I'm sure this will be on other people's Top 5 Wednesday videos for this week, but here is this map. Isn't it pretty? It splits up the land into the different courts, which is really cool. Number 4 on my list is Wicked by Gregory Maguire, and it's the first book in the Wicked series. The other 2 books are Son of a Witch and A Lion Among Men, and this is basically the backstory of the Wicked Witch of the West. And if you don't know, it's also a huge musical, which I have never seen. Because it's based on The Wizard of Oz, there is a map in it. Here's the map, you can see it. The whole layout of how the world is broken up is very true to the Wizard of Oz original story, which I like, of course, because it's technically a prequel, so I'm glad that they kept it the same. You can see, where is it? Munchkin Land is over there. The Emerald City is right here. And it's just like a very detailed map. It even has like a map key. Number 3 on my list is a book that I haven't finished yet, but it's another sort of like retelling, and it is The Child Thief by Bram. This is a retelling of Peter Pan, and he lives in the land of Avalon, not Neverland, it's Avalon. And so there's a little map of Avalon in this book. It's only 1 page, which is kind of sad because I like really expansive maps, but you can still see all of the different parts that are mentioned throughout the story, so I guess at least that's nice. Number 2 on my list is another retelling type book, and it's actually a middle grade book. It is The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer. This is a retelling of a bunch of different fairy tales. The map is really cool in this book because it's full color. Oh look, where's the map? Oh, look at that map. It's really simple, but I mean sometimes simpler is better, less is more, but the detail of color and the fact that it folds out and it has a handy little like compass detail on it. You can see in the middle is Red Riding Hood Kingdom, the Fairy Kingdom is down here, Mermaid Bay, the Charming Kingdom. There's a clock on the castle because it's Cinderella's castle. Just the little details that he puts into his stories are freaking amazing, and for a middle grade book, I found it really enjoyable. And my number 1 book favorite map. I don't have a physical copy of the book, as I stated before. It is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This map might not seem like it's, I don't even know if the map is included in the book. I don't remember, but I saw a video recently, I think it was like Goodreads or not Goodreads, Epic Reads or something, did like an interview with Victoria Aveyard, and she was talking about book maps, and she really likes book maps, so there's probably one in the book, but it wasn't that got me. She revealed that actually the book is set in the eastern coast of the United States, and she started talking about how like she developed the language and how like the cities, since it is a dystopian book, the cities and where the like places that the book is located in, the names are still kind of like similar to our cities. So the main town that they're in, Nacy, I think Nacy or something, Narcy, it's something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but that is actually in like New York City. And if you've read the book, then some of these will make sense to you, but like the Wash, I think that's where like the royalty is. I think that's where the royalty like lives, is in like the Wash, but that is actually like Washington DC. I don't know, just little details like that and stuff like that I just love so much, which made me love The Red Queen in hindsight so much more, because it was like, oh my gosh, now I can relate, now I know like what these places are that she's talking about. So I'm excited for the series to unfold, and we'll get to know more about the different places in that book. It's really cool. Those are my top 5 favorite book maps. Let me know what your favorite book maps are down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!